Hi guys, this is Ranish Malhan from Pix Compose, and today we are going to discuss how we can swap a face in an image. So basically we will change a face in the image and place someone else's face on the image. Like here I did that. So if I turn off the changes, you can see that that one was the original image, and now we have this result. So let's see how we can do that. So this tutorial was requested by Mr. Shubham Arora. You can also request any tutorial which you want to learn in the Photoshop. So I hope you will like it. So let's start it. All the files related to this tutorial is available in detail section. So scroll down and there you will find a link to the files. I have provided project file, original image and the image from where we want to replace the face. So basically this one is the base image and we are going to bring an image from which we want to place a face. So here you can see that we have brought the image in the Photoshop. So we will use this face to replace the face in the original image. How I decided that I will use this image to replace the image? For that we need to check the face profile of both the images. The face profile of both images should be same for the better results. So here you can see that both are facing towards the camera. So that's why it will be easier to manipulate that and replace the face here. So I would suggest you to choose images with the same camera angle for the face. So here you can see that we have both the images. Now the next task is to match the face assets. So basically for that I will reduce the opacity so that I can see the behind image, the original one, like this. Now we can see both the images, so we have to match the placement and the size of the eyes and the lips. So basically we have to do that roughly. So now press Ctrl T. We will start reducing, or you can say that we can start scaling and move the image to match it with the behind image. I want to match the chin and the lips so that this face works well here. So now you can see that we have placed the image very well. So we will commit the changes. Now we will increase the opacity because we don't want to see the behind image now. At this time what I am going to do, I am going to add a layer mask to this image because we want to hide everything and only want to retain the face to apply here. So now I will click here. You can see that the layer mask is added to this image. So now what we have to do, we have to invert the color of the layer mask. So for that I will press Ctrl I. You can see that everything on that layer is hidden. So we will reveal the part of this image which we want here with the brush tool. So press B here. Select the brush of your desire. Here I will choose the journal brushes with the soft round edges. So now we will start painting over here like this. Right now we will paint roughly. After that we will spend some time so that it can work properly. So now here you can see that we have essence of that finger. If I increase that, you can see that we have her hand here. So we have to hide that. For that I will press X to swap these colors because I want to use the black color. So now, great. Increase the size of the brush like this so that we can apply the softness very well. So now I will zoom in little bit with the Control plus. Now decrease this size so that we can refine it very well. Don't worry about this thing, we will reveal this thing later. Firstly, we have to concentrate on the face. So everything is here properly right now, but here you can see that we are losing some hairs, so we have to add some strains here. For that I will use hair brush. I have provided that hair brush in the details section of this video. You can download that from there. So for that I will change the brush and take a new layer. So right now it is not showing my hair brushes. So I will import that brush, and now you can see how we can import the brushes in the Photoshop. For that I will click here on the gear icon. Here you can see that we have import brushes. Click here, and now if I go to the downloads, here you can see that I have hair brushes. Click here and click on load. So now if I scroll down, here you can see that we have the hair brushes. Open that. This will work greatly. So right now we have to rotate that, or we can do one thing. I will reduce the size of this, and now we can paint like that on the new layer. Try to use the new layer so that it can work non-destructively, so it will not affect your original image. So that's why. So here I am going to select a black color, or you can say that let's pick a color from here. Like I want to pick this one. Great. So press B and now click here. Great. So delete that one. Now we can transform that as we want and place it where we want. Like this. Great. We will try to make it look original with this. Now I will press B key and will take the normal brush from here. So scroll to the top, and here we have the normal brush. Reduce the size like this. With the black, start painting. Now what I am going to do, I am going to apply a gradient on this hair string. So I will double click here for the layer styles, and now I will click on the gradient overlay. Here you can see that we have the gradient which was created with these hairs. So I can select a color from the hair, 2 3 colors to match it properly. Now you can see that. So now you can see that we have properly created the hair strings. So at this moment we have to focus on the color matching and other points to fix them. So let's try to match colors of the both image. For that I will click here. Now here you can see that we have the curves, and here I will select the curves. Otherwise it will not work. You can notice that. So basically it was selected by default, but here we want to select this one because we want to make changes here. So now if I go to the properties panel, here you can see that auto. We can click on the auto directly, but here we need some advanced options. For that I will hold the alt key and press on auto. So here you can see that we have 4 options. Here I will select find dark and light color. So we will try to find dark and light colors from the face image. So here you can see that we have the shadows. So I will select the shadows like this one. Great. So now I will select the highlights. So here are the highlights. Great. So let's make the shadows darker like this, and highlights little bit brighter like this. So now click on OK, press on no. So we are going to change this like this to the color. So now we will change the name of this to the color. So I am going to add a new layer for the curves. Here we will try to adjust the brightness. So basically I will go to the luminosity so that it can't affect other things like this. So now we will make some changes on the overall set. So for that I will take the curves and we can reduce the shadows if we want. We can increase the highlights like this. We can increase the blues. We can also decrease the greens if we want in the highlights and increase in the shadows like this. So if I want to refine it from here, like here you can see that we have some disturbance. We can use the pen tool for that, or we can use the object selection tool. Like if I convert this to the group, Control G. So now we want to select this one. We can use the object selection tool here like this. So here you can see that our object is selected properly. So I can right click here, layer via cut or layer via copy. We can use that, bring it up, go here and bring it down below to the final adjustments. And now here you can see that we have a proper thing. If we want to increase the shadows like in the original image, so we can go here and click on the shadows, drop shadows like this. The shadows are very hard, so reduce the opacity and just increase the size like this. So here you can see that the shadow is on the bottom side. So basically we will increase this. We will try to match the shadow with this thing. So increase the opacity to something like this. Great. And now we will spread it little bit and decrease the size, decrease the distance to match it properly. Spread it little bit, decrease the spread. So now you can see that it is working properly. So we can click on OK. So here you can see that we have this result. We can work on that to match. We can work on that to make it more realistic. So that totally up to you how much time you devote to that. So work on that, practice for that, and you will get a better result in this. If you like our video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and do press the bell icon. And if you want to learn something particular, just inform us and we will try to create a video on that. Thanks for watching.